Hey folks, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, whatever the case may be. This is a very early morning video for me. It is, let's just say 5 o'clock in the morning. June 26th. Yeah, that it is. Yesterday was payday for me and for my daughter Wolfie. And well, we got the rent paid, got the phone bill paid. We've got the money to pay for buy the car. Well, the down payment, not the full amount obviously, but we've got enough to go and get the car. But we gotta wait until tomorrow. Yep. Tomorrow my boyfriend is going to come pick us up and take us out there to pick up the car, and then he's going to continue on to his friend's place, and Wolfie and I will come back. And I got a notification, according to the Canada Post, my package from Colorado should be here. If not today, then hopefully tomorrow, because it's in a city about 3 hours from here, 2 to 3 hours away, a couple hours. Yeah, a couple hours. Yeah, so we're still dealing with a leaking roof. But my dad, I waited all morning yesterday morning for my dad to show up, because I messaged him the night before and asked if he had a tarp and if I could borrow his heat gun and a hair dryer. And he finally showed up yesterday afternoon. He said he was going to come over in the morning, but he didn't. They were very busy cleaning up their own place because we had a hailstorm. Yeah. The first time we've had a hailstorm in a very long time. Yeah. Yeah, I was I would have shared, I would have done video footage of it. I would have recorded it and whatnot. And I was thinking of it, but I was living in this tin can. Yeah, living in the fifth wheel here. I'm having issues with being able to handle storms of any kind. I hate it. So if I'm by myself, forget it. I'm just like, I'm under the covers. Yes, I'm like a little kid, scared of storms if I'm by myself. With Wolfie here, I snuggle up to her. Yeah, I just snuggle up beside her and I just lay beside her. And yeah, it's the only way that I can deal with the storm. I can cope with the storm. Yeah. If my boyfriend was here, yeah, that would make it a lot easier for me to cope as well. But it is what it is. So, anyways, yeah, with the hail, it was, oh boy, the hail was quite intense. Yes, it was quite intense. Tuesday night. No, Tuesday afternoon was the hailstorm. Yeah, Tuesday afternoon was the hailstorm. And then, because Tuesday night, about 9 o'clock, Wolfie and I, we went for a walk over to 7-Eleven because it's the night before payday. And if you've been around long enough, you'll know that the night before payday, we go to 7-Eleven for pizza. Yeah. So yeah, I grabbed my bike and we took a bag with us. Because we ended up buying a jug of milk while we were there as well, and it's just bloody ridiculous. It's like $8 and change for milk, for a 4-liter jug of milk at 7-Eleven. And it was exactly $42, I believe, for, we got 2 pizzas, 2 chocolate bars, and 2 Slurpees. And right now, Slurpees of any size are $2 each. And then the chocolate bars were like 2 something each. And then the pizzas were like $14.99 each, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Because we get the specialty pizzas. They have regular pizzas, which are just like, they've got pepperoni pizza and they've got cheese pizza, and those ones are like $10.99? $12.99? I think they were $10.99 or something like that. But yeah, the specialty pizzas, we got 2 meat lovers pizzas. This 7-Eleven seems to always have like the beef taco pizza and the meat lovers pizza. So if they don't have meat lovers, then we get the beef taco. But yeah, they had both. So, and we were able to get 2. Okay, yeah, that's just whatever. So yeah, we got 2 meat lovers, 2 Slurpees, 2 chocolate bars, and we got the jug of milk. And coming home, the weather stayed nice enough for our walk there and back, but we of course had to walk around the big puddles. There were big puddles. Yeah. But so yeah, we got using a storage tote to be able to catch the drip of water from the leak on the roof of the slide out over the couch, because I was originally using my cooler, our brand new cooler that we got for shopping. Yeah, we got the cooler mainly for shopping, for when we go shopping, because of how far away it is, like the store is from home, especially when we have to take a detour. All right, yeah. So we got the cooler, and then we just buy a bag of ice. We throw all the frozen products into the cooler, and if there's enough room, then we put the cold stuff in there as well, the stuff that would normally go in the fridge. But yeah, anyways, so, and yeah, because it's so new, the cooler is so new, that I completely forgot. I totally gapped on the fact that I could use the cooler when the roof first started leaking. I was using one of our cooking pots and then alternating between the two because of, yeah, because it was dripping, the water was dripping so much that we had to have something underneath the drip at all times. And then it's like the next day, it's like, oh crap, that's right, we've got a cooler, I'll use that. So I had that propped up on my table mate. Unfortunately, the table mate isn't really meant for that much weight, and at some point it tipped over and fell, and of course there was a fair bit of water in it when that happened, so it everywhere. Everywhere. Yeah. So the blanket that had been on the couch that got all wet, then I had been drying it. It was all dry, but then I had to use that on the floor to to help mop up the water on the floor, and because it was a lot of water, and well, we just don't have enough towels. We used all of our towels. Oh, there's that knot. So yeah, loads of fun dealing with all the water, and I messaged my dad, and sorry, background noise, that's Wolfie. Yeah. I tried to let her know that I was going to be doing a video, but I didn't want to holler. And so she didn't hear me because she, of course, had her headphones on. So it's like, okay, well, she's not chatting with anybody. She's just listening to videos. So don't have to worry about her interrupting my video. So anyways, yeah, so we've got the heat gun and we got a hair dryer. My dad didn't have any tarps that have no holes in them, and he's like, well, you could go to this store, or you could go to that store and see about a tarp and some bungee cords. And yep, can do that. Yeah, gotta wait until I got my own vehicle though, because he had to go back home because he figured it would take another 3-4 hours of work before they're done fixing, cleaning up the mess from the hail. And then by then it would be dinner time, and they don't really go anywhere after dinner. So yeah, and then today is Thursday, so my dad my dad's going to the town next door for coffee in the morning. You want to make some for me too? Please, thank you. Can you make enough for two, please?
I was doing individual bowls, but...
No. Just use the pot. Pot's clean.
Yeah.
Sorry. She was going to make some mac and cheese for herself, but I'm hungry too, girl. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I wish today was actually Friday and not Thursday. Because then my boyfriend would be coming over in a few hours to pick us up, to take us to go get the car. Yay! Yeah, because I want to get out there. I want to get out there early in the morning, as early in the morning as we can. And then, because I gotta go to the bank and get the money out, for the cash out. Because I gotta pay in cash. It's cheaper that way, apparently. Because he says, yeah, but anyways. But yeah, so gotta go to the bank, get the money out, and then go and then go and pay and get the papers, and then go to an insurance place to get the paperwork done, get the car transferred over into my name, and get plates, and then go back, put the plates on the car, get the keys, and then my boyfriend can go his merry way to his buddy's place, his buddy that he's going to be staying with for the weekend. And then the two of them are going to be going to the comic book convention, Comic-Con. Yeah. And yeah, and then Wolfie and I we can come back and go to the post office, because my package should be in from my friend, and I can take take a package to the post office to mail to my friend. Yeah. I wish I had been able to do it last week, but my ex wouldn't. He basically, like, could have gone last week and just given him $2,000, but no, he wanted to. No. Apparently, I had to. He wanted I had to come up with $4,000 as a down payment. But because I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, don't always think things through, don't always think sometimes I get mixed up with my thoughts and whatnot, with my squirrel brain and everything else. When I budgeted, I forgot to include the cost of transferring the car over into my name, right, and insuring it. So I'm like, well, would you be willing to accept $3,500, and then I'll just come out 2 months in a row to pay you? And he's like, yep, that's fine. Yeah, and then he asked me if I could do it last week, and I'm like, no, I don't get paid until next week. Yeah. And he's like, oh, okay. So anyways, yeah, we're gonna have to look at getting a tarp and some bungee cords to strap the tarp down over the slide out. And my dad, he also handed me a device. I really don't want to say the word because it's kind of a naughty word. It's spelled CAULK. Anyways, it's he handed me what he used to seal up the edges on my on the fifth wheel here, and that he's used on his own RV. You know, like to seal in cracks and gaps and possible leaks, that kind of stuff. Yeah. So he's like, yeah, go to the hardware store and see about getting some of this stuff, and that should help. And it's like, well, yeah, that should help. And actually, I'm also going to look into something to seal the leak around the kitchen sink, because we have a leak around the hot water, because it's whenever I'm doing dishes, we end up with water on the counter behind the sink. Never when it's just the cold water. It's when the hot water is running. So, got to look into that as well. And now that I'm gonna have my own vehicle, it'll be easier for me to get things dealt with. Yeah, we're gonna find the local laundromat and go and get a whole bunch of laundry done, if not all, depending on the cost. Get a whole bunch of laundry done. It'll be easier for going to the pharmacy. It'll be easier for getting any running around done that needs to be done. We will still walk to 7-Eleven though. I will not drive to 7-Eleven because it's just like, it's like practically next door. There's no point in driving over there because we can quite easily walk. Yeah. Yeah, so that's how things are right now. But yeah, with my own car, when we need water, when we need propane, when we need to go grocery shopping, we can actually get those things done without having to wait or ask my dad for the help. Plus two, I want to look into, plus I also want to look into, like I've said before, I want to look into adopting or fostering a cat. So I'm going to reach out to the SPCA. Let's see what they've got, if they've got any cats or kittens that need fostering, because I can do a cat or a kitten. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So yeah, my rainbow kitten, this is what I'm working on, if you couldn't tell. Sorry, I suddenly gapped. I've only got 4 colors left. 4 colors left. Yeah, 4 colors. So I've got all of the front paws done. Yeah, I'm so excited about that. I did have to, there were two squares that were like a single one. Like there was one down here that was actually this green, but I didn't do that one. I just and there was one up here that was number 11, but my number 11 is all put away, so I instead, yeah, see there's a green right there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's green right here. I did with the plus symbol, which is number 4, which was color DMC number 562, and then number 11, which was DMC 819, was right here. Instead, I did 954. Yeah, because that was just what was there. So, but yeah. Right now, we're looking at, this is coming along quite nicely. Yeah. Periodically, I'll do this. Although I usually wait until I'm all finished with the one color, but I figured, what the heck, right there. So we can see there are some random X's around the outer edge here, of the tail. This is the tail. So I'm thinking I'm gonna get this chunk done here of the X and then bring it down here and then just work my way this way here, and then I'll just like zigzag across, I guess. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, work like that, and then hop over to here, and then down to here, and to the, then up here, and then do across here, and then along down that way. And then I'll be done with this color. Yeah. So if not today, then tomorrow. Wait, tomorrow's Friday. I'm not gonna have time to work on anything tomorrow. Yeah. So, I have done 2 late night live streams so far. I am curious as to what you guys think of my late night live streams. I really enjoyed doing them. Basically, because I'm awake during the night, right? The majority of the time I'm awake at night. So it's easier for me to do like a late night live stream rather than middle of the day live stream like I was doing before. I would go live at 9 a.m. my time and go for 2 hours, and then I'd jump over. I'd end my live stream and jump over to Jill's live stream and watch her for however long she would go for. But that was a few months ago now, and only on Saturdays and some Sundays. Most Saturdays and some Sundays. But because of my issue with sleep, it is difficult to maintain a regular schedule like that. So I'm thinking that because most people in Canada and the US don't do live streams at night because most people are in bed sleeping, I'm thinking that I could look into doing live streams with maybe live stream with Lorna and Katya from Carpe Diem Does Diamond Painting. Because it's like, for me it's late night, for them it's early morning. And see what I'll reach out to Katya because she was live streaming with me, but then she's been busy with craft fairs. Sorry about the noise. Wolfie's scooping pasta because we're gonna have some pasta. We both love pasta. Love pasta. Yes, we do. We love our pasta. Oh my goodness. So I also would like to look into doing like ASMR videos. And I am trying to get caught up. I'm still working on getting caught up on everybody's videos. But sorry, it can be a little on the difficult side at times. I'm working on it though. I'm working on it. But the next few days are going to be super busy with other stuff, with real world stuff. getting this place cleaned up and organized and sorted and work on fixing things and yeah, loads of fun. Oh my goodness. And I'm yawning like crazy only because I'm yakking like crazy. Not because I'm tired, because, yeah, I slept most. Well, okay, so yesterday, Wednesday, I was up all morning, because my dad said he was going to come over in the morning. At noon, I went and laid down. Wolfie had been sleeping all morning. I don't know about the whole morning, but at least most of the morning. She may have woken up, rolled over, and gone back to sleep a few times. But yeah, I went and laid down at noon, and she was waking up, and I'm like, you know what time it is? No, it's noon. Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. I am trying to stay in frame for anybody who's actually watching and not just listening. Yeah, I went and I messaged my dad. I'm like, well, I waited all morning for you, but I'm gonna have a nap now. And but I was also listening. I was listening to Jill because Jill was live streaming. And she was working on for those who don't know, Jill from Diamond Painting with the Edwards Family. Yes, that's the Jill that I'm referring to. Chaos and hilarity ensue wherever she appears. Anyways, she was doing, she started her very first cross-stitch conversion of a steampunk owl from Heaven and Earth Designs website. And it's a free pattern, because every so often they will give away free patterns on there. And she and I both get them when we can from there. I have not had the opportunity yet to do a cross-stitch conversion of my own, but I plan to at some point later this year. I was originally planning, I have been planning for the last several months to start buying the supplies that I need at the end of this month. But with the purchase of a car, I can't afford it, unfortunately. So next payday next month, at the end of July, I will start. I'm also going to be shipping out packages soon. Everybody's going to be, everybody that I have stuff for, they're going to start receiving said stuff. I'm going to be able to start mailing that stuff out this summer. Yay! Now I've got at least one package for Clint from Crafting with Love. I've got a package for Star from Starlight Starbright 70. I got some stuff that I got to package up for Kat from Ladybug 24 DP and more. I got some stuff that I'm packing. I've got some stuff, a package for Joan from Joan's Junk Journals and more. Yeah. and I'm hoping and praying a lot of that stuff is actually in boxes underneath my couch. So fingers crossed that nothing underneath my couch got damaged, because I haven't had a chance to get underneath the couch to take a look because of the constant dripping from the leak. And it's finally slowed down to the point where I'm quite certain after I'm done this recording, I'll actually be able to get under there, get in there, and yeah, I'm using a tote bin to catch all of the drips, because at one point it started dripping from while I was still using the cooler. It actually started dripping from we ended up with a leak in 2 different spots, and the cooler just couldn't catch from both. So yeah, the tote bin is definitely the perfect length to be able to catch the drips from both leaks. But yeah, now I'll actually be able to work on drying everything, drying the couch cushions and the board underneath, and check everything that's underneath that's under the couch. And yeah, so that's gonna be loads of fun. Loads of fun. Yeah. And once things start to settle down and I've got my packages sent out, then I can start looking at ordering from Temu again, maybe. Or start ordering from other websites, certain things. I gotta look into a better storage system for my floss, or maybe just get another binder. Yeah. Or get a real binder, because obviously the one that I'm using, what I'm actually using, isn't really a real binder. It's kind of a binder. It's a homemade binder. Yeah. I want a good storage system for my ATCs, and I want a good storage system for my leftover floss, because at some point I'm going to start collecting. I'm going to start ordering floss for doing cross stitch kits, counted cross stitch kits. Yeah. Because I have a whole bunch of counted cross stitch kits that I want to do, and they are gonna be big because they are Josephine Wall. But I also, yeah, will be ordering drills, square drills, and canvases for cross stitch conversions that I'm going to be doing as also. Because I plan to do cross-stitch conversions of a large number of my daughter's drawings. Yeah. Definitely want to do that. And I've been thinking about what to do with these cross-stitch these little cross stitches once I'm done with them. And then I got to thinking, and I could really use some help, some ideas, suggestions, and whatnot, what I got to thinking of doing, is I have this old blanket, and the top of it, it's been mended. It's old, and the top of it is needs. I'm wanting to cover it with some fabric, but then I got to thinking, why don't I take all of these cross stitches, stitch them together, and then put them, cover the top of the blanket with them. I'm wondering if it's possible to do that, if it'd work. But see, my biggest concern is laundering it, like washing it. Would it be safe to wash it? Like, put it in the wash machine, and because I am concerned that the stitchings might come out. That's my biggest concern. But I think I'm hoping that it would work, and it would look really cool. It would look really cool. But yeah, any suggestions, any ideas, any advice, please post in the comments. Please post in the comments below, because that would help me out immensely, because yeah, I'm still really new at cross stitching. I don't know. I can't think of anything else that I could really do. Like I could get a nice thick piece of fabric, material, whatever, and to cover my blanket, the top of my blanket. But I think it would look really cool with all of these cross stitches on it, and then and then just keep it on the couch, you know, use it on the couch, because of the age of the blanket. It's been mended quite a few times. It was a gift from a friend of mine. She had it for a number of years, and a friend had mended it for her a couple of times. So yeah, it's an old blanket, and I really like it. I love that blanket. It's the only thing I have to remember this particular friend, because she was like 78 when she passed away. I've talked about her before in previous videos. Yeah, she was an awesome friend. But yeah, I used to have a picture of another friend of mine that it was the only thing I had to remember him by. Oh wait, no, I'm wrong. I just remembered. He gave me a gift, a hardcover copy of the book The Secret Garden, and he signed it. So that is the only thing I have to remember him by now. And thankfully it wasn't one of the books that got left behind when I moved. I still wish that I had not left any of my books behind. I really wish that I had been able to go back for another van load of stuff. But of course, with my dad, you need to downsize. You got too much stuff. You need to downsize. We don't have the room for storing all your stuff. And wow. Oh my God. Yes, they did have enough room to store all my stuff. He just didn't want to because he's a minimalist. I am not a minimalist. I'm a little bit of a pack rat and a little bit of a hoarder, like my mother was. Yeah. So, Wolfie's trying so hard not to be too loud. That's so sweet of her. But I'm almost done. I'm almost done this video. I was hoping to have it all of this color done within this video, but nope. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna try and get as much of this done as possible today. In between working on using the heat gun to dry stuff off, like the couch and the carpet and the bottom of her desk. Yeah. Anyways, sounds like food is ready. Ooh, it's gonna be very cheesy. Oh, if you've ever heard of Manwich, it's also known as Sloppy Joe's. We love mixing that in with our macaroni. Usually, like, I'll fry up a bunch of hamburger and then mix the Manwich, the sauce in with the hamburger, and then make the macaroni. Just make the macaroni straight, and don't just cook up some macaroni elbows, pasta elbows. Yeah. And then just mix the meat in with the pasta. And oh my goodness, it's just so good. We get the Manwich from the dollar store. Yeah. If you've never tried it, you should try it. Oh goodness, you don't need ketchup. And Wolfie, she will actually grate up cheese and mix that in as well. Yeah, it is so good, so good. But it's looking like it's pretty much ready, so I'm gonna get off of here because yeah, it's been just about 50 minutes, and I've got this knot in my shoulder. Well, it's between my shoulder and my neck, and it gets pretty bad at times while I'm doing cross stitching. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not going to be starting on one of the okay, I have a package coming that's going to be here. It's either going to be here today or tomorrow. Either way, I'm pretty sure I'll be going and picking it. Well, if it's in today and the weather is nice enough today, maybe we'll walk over to the post office, take my bike and walk over to the post office. And then I'll do an unboxing video later today. We'll see. If the weather stays nice enough and it arrives today. I know my friend has been bugging me. It's taking too long. Okay, well, 16 days so far, because she sent it on June 10th. She took it to the post office on June 10th. So, yeah, we shall see. I hope it arrives today. I do. Part of me, a big part of me really hopes that it arrives today. Because I could really use the box. Depending on the condition of the box, of course. But, okay, I'm gonna go. And yet here I am still stitching. Well, I'm almost done with this. Okay. Oh, apparently she's adding a cheese packet. Yeah, we separate the macaroni elbows from the cheese packets. And we put all the macaroni into a container together. Sometimes we use the cheese packets and sometimes we don't. Okay, I'm done. I'm done for now. I am gonna stop for now. I really need to take a break because I am sore. Oh wait, that goes that way. All right. Looking good. It's coming along nicely. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna go and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.